I'm going to double click on this photo here and show you another new thing in iPhoto 11, which is I'm going to bring open the info panel. And like before, you see what camera this was taken in and the settings that you used in that photo. Now you see a beautiful map of where the photo was taken. And there's this new panel here called Sharing. And you see what it tells me is that I just emailed that photo to Steve. I've also published it on Flickr. I've also shared it on Facebook. And here are even friends on Facebook and what they responded back about that photo right here in my info panel in iPhoto. So it's a really great new view of all my social networking around my photos. So that's sharing photos via email. Now what if I want to create one of these great new books that you just heard about? Well, that's really easy and amazingly powerful. I'm going to pick this album called Australian Adventure. So you can imagine you and your families went on a vacation, you came back, and here are 121 of your favorite photos you took on that vacation. And you want to share them via a beautiful book, maybe a coffee table book. So how do you create that? Well, now I just click Create, select Book, and I'm brought to another brand new full screen view in iPhoto 11. This is the carousel. In this book carousel, I can pick a theme for my book. But before I even pick anything, you can see those photos are already laid out in the book. These aren't placeholder photos. Those are my photos. And I can click around, see why it's called a carousel, and choose what different theme I might want. Let's pick this journal theme. I'll select a color for the book. And I can choose what size. Let's make this an extra large book. And that's it. Now when I click Create, iPhoto has made that book for me. It's all right here in this beautiful full screen view. And I can go in and edit it. But before I do that, I want to point out a few of the really intelligent things iPhoto's done. It's using the information about this album to make the book. The first cover of the book photo, that used my key photo for the album as the cover. I can change it, but it was smart enough to use that. It also uses ratings. If I've rated a photo highly, like 4 or 5 stars, those will be the photos it likes to use for the bigger spreads. And it even tries to keep the photos together if they're taken around the same time. So for example, you can see these photos were all taken while at the beach. And so iPhoto grouped those together in a layout. And these photos were taken in the outback, and those were grouped together. And I have complete control of this. If I want to go in and customize it, I can just do it with a simple drag and drop. So for example, I'm going to take this photo in the inset. I want to make that the big photo on the page. I just drag and drop, and there it is. Maybe I want to highlight this page, make it really special. Let me change the background. Maybe make it red to pull out the color of that clay. I can completely customize it. Maybe I want something entirely different. Maybe I want a big one photo spread with a text box. Select that, and I've made that. I'm in complete control of this. At any time, I just go back and see all the pages. I can even reorganize the pages. So for example, I love this 2-page full bleed spread of the photo. I'm going to make that beach photo the first thing you see in the book by just dragging and dropping. And when I'm done, I click Buy Book. And it all gets sent up to the Apple service for printing the book, and the book arrives at your house or whoever you want to send it to. It's that easy to make a book. Now that I've made it, let's go back to this view. It's called the Project View. This is another brand new full screen view in iPhoto 11. It's a wooden bookshelf, and it holds all the projects I've created with my photos. You see the books, and on the second shelf on the right, there's that book we just created. I also have cards in here. If I'm creating cards, they also show up in the Project View. And bring up one of these cards. You can make the most beautiful, amazing cards. And of course, just like the books, there's a carousel where you can select the theme of your cards. And click through a few of these so you can see them. They're just incredible. And across the top, I can select what kind of card I want a theme for. There's flat cards, folded cards, and this is a brand new kind of card called a letterpress card. They're absolutely stunning. And if you don't know what a letterpress card is, well, right here in this carousel view, there's a video to teach you about what letterpress cards are. So I'd like to play that video for you right now.
Our letterpress cards first go through a centuries-old printing method that uses a raised plate. During printing, the raised part of the plate is pressed into the paper. This not only reproduces the design, it debosses the paper, leaving behind an impression wherever the plate and paper have met. It creates a beauty you can see and feel. Once a card has been through this process, it's ready to step into the modern world of digital printing, where it can be personalized for special occasions with your very own words and pictures.
So that's just a few of the new features in iPhoto 11. It's the best version ever.